Okay, so for tonight's homework, we're reviewing tables. So let's take a look at this next question. The table shows the heights of 10 seedlings. So with the first column, it says, or the first row is seedling, and then you have A, and then it has the height. So we're needing to see how it's placed and which dot plot represents this data. So let's take a look. I'm going to go ahead and pull the information out and order it from least to greatest, because for me, it would be easier. So the first one I know that E is going to be 3/4. So I see that one there. Then the next smallest number, see that it's 1 1/4, 1 1/4. So I'm going to place that twice. The next one is 1/2. So I have 1, 2, and 3. Oops, I do have a 1 here, so I can actually, I'm going to place that right there. So, because I just saw the 1, and I didn't notice it before. So I have 3/4, I have 1, and then I have 1, 2, 1 1/4, and then I have 1, 2, 3 of the 1 1/2. Next is going to be the 2. So I have 2 2s. And the last one is 2 1/4. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and compare. Looking at here, I have 1, 2, 3, and then 1 whole. So this is 1/4, 2/4, which is the same as 1/2, 3/4, and then 1 whole. Well, I'm going to look for this first one that is less than 1. So F is not going to be, because I should have had a dot here. So this doesn't work. H, I have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. Well, here's a possibility. I'm going to put a check mark there. Then for the 1, I do have one of those, 1 1. And then this is 1 1/4. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's only 2. I needed 3. So let's come over here. Starting again. This was a 3/4, so that's correct. I had 1 of the 1s, and I'm going to start again. So this is 1 1/4. There are 2 of them. 1, 2. And this is 1 1/2. 1, 2, 3. That's correct. 1, 2, 3. I have 2 2s. 1, 2. And this is going to be 2 1/4. And I have 1. So G is going to be the correct answer. Let's look at this next one. And remember, pause at any time that you need to go back and check your work. I've enlarged that so that you can see how I showed my work and my thinking. And again, I listed it from least to greatest and then represented. Let's go to the next question. The dot plot shows the number of tickets needed for each ride at the carnival. So tickets needed for the carnival rides. So this is the number of tickets. What is the difference between the number of rides that need fewer than 4 and the number of rides that need 4 or more? So I'm going to have fewer than 4 and then 4 and more. So I did it that way to show the 4 or more. So what is the difference? So now I'm going to total it up. I have the tickets that are fewer than 4, which means that are less than 4. That means I'm not going to include it. So for 3, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 that will need fewer than 4 tickets, 11 of the rides. And now the ones that need 4 or more tickets, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And the difference is 7. So I always think of it this way: if we have the carnival or you go to a carnival, especially with Fiesta coming up, how many tickets would you need to ride one of the rides? So you'll need a ride that has 4 tickets right here, 4 or more. This one will need 4 tickets. There's a ride that will need 5 tickets and a ride that will need 6 tickets, but it's 4. So you're counting those. That would need less than, so it's only 3, 2, and 1. And the difference is 7. Let's go to the next question. The students in a class, sorry about that. The students in a class were each given a set of letters and asked to make words. The dot plot shows the numbers of students who made from 1 to 7 words. So these are the students making words, and here are the number of words made. Which fraction of the students in the class made 5 or more? So I need to include, I'm going to circle my 5 and draw my arrow because I'm including all of those. So I need to find out what fraction. Remember in class today, we talked about that we needed to add them all up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So there was a total of 20 students making the words. And how many words were made? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what fraction of the students in the class made 5 or more? So I have 6/20, but you don't see 6/20 over here. But can I take half of the 6? And that equals 3. And I can look over here. Well, I have a 3 here. Can I take half of 20? And that equals 10. So then the answer is going to be 3/10 of the students in class made 5 or more words. Okay. If you need to pause it, go back and look at it, and then try it again, please do so. Let's move to the next one. This bar graph shows the number of bags of 2 brands of dog food that were sold at the store. Now, one bar for day 5 is missing the graph. So here what's missing. Here's the key: brand X and brand Y. So this is brand X, and then we have brand Y. The number of bags of brand Y dog food sold on these 5 days was 175. Which bar represents the data for 5 days? Okay, so now let's come through. Day 1, this is where I'm at right here. So I'm looking to see how it's skip counted, and I'm skip counting the 10s actually by 5. So I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So I have that first Y is 35. Place that there. The second Y, second day, I'm going to just draw my line over here. That's 50. The third, another 35. The fourth day, and that's 20. And the total is 175. So I'm going to add these up here. 5 plus 5 equals 10. That is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, I don't know where I got the 21. Oh, that was like some of the students today. We were just it was one of those days. So 5 plus 5 is 10. I'm going to redo this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. So it's 140. I have no idea where I got the 20. I have to go back and listen to what I was saying. But I needed 175. So now I'm going to take the difference. So on day 5, it's 35. So I need to look at what I have. This one is 40. This one is 25. Day 5, this is 30. That's 35. And this one right here is 45. So the correct answer is G. So when I'm labeling everything, it's easy. Just be careful when you're counting. I have to go back and listen to what I said. Let's look at this next one. All right. Now we did have an example of like what type of bar graph or what would you use when you had tally marks. So this frequency table shows the numbers of visitors in different age ranges who visited a children's museum on Saturday. What is the difference between the number of visitors who were younger than 20? So it's going to be right here, younger than 20, and the number of visitors who were 20 and older. So this is younger, and then this is older. And I'm just going to write younger, and then I'm going to put older. And I'm looking for the difference. And that means subtraction. With our tally marks, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. So 75 were younger, and now I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. And 52 are older. And the difference is 5 minus 2 equals 3, 7 minus 5 equals 2, and the answer is 23. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one. This table shows the ages of 10 people and the number of concerts they attended last year. Which scatter plot represents all the data in the table? All right, so the ages here are the ages, and then the number of people that attended the concert. So the first age is 15, so I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to get actually a sticky note so that I can line it up. Which you can do the same. Of course, on Star, it's going to be on the screen, but you can still get a sticky note and line it up on the screen. So here I had 15. Well, that's 14. So this is going to be 15, and I had 15 and 5. And here is 5. So this is correct. I have 12 and 2. I have 15 and 5. There's a 15 and 3 and a 15 and 4. So that's 15 and 5, 15, 4, 15, 3. So those are all correct. The next one is a 12. So 12 and 1 and a 12 and 2, 12, 2, 12, 1. So I have those. Then I have a 20 and a 3. It's right here, 23. Then I have a 16, 5. There's a 16, 5 here, and a 16, 4 so far. And then I have a 14, 2. There's only one of those. I have an 18, 3. So this is correct. 18, 3. 15, 3. Oh, I did those already. I had that one and that one. And then a 12, 1. And there was my 14, 2. I didn't put a check mark. And did I put my 16, 5 and 16, 4? I didn't put check marks on there. And your 12, 1. All right, so it looks like the answer here is going to be A. Double checking. Here I have the 12, 1 and 2. 12, 1 and 2. That was there. But then I also have, there's the 14. It said 14, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Well, I only have 114, and that was it, but they have 3 14s. So that doesn't work. On the 12, I had 2, but they're only showing 1, so that doesn't work because I also had a 12 1. 1 and 2 is correct. Then coming over to the 14, it's 14 2, which is correct. Moving over to the 16, but I also had a 15 that they missed. So the 15 is missing on that one because here's my 15. I had 3 of those. So can you see, and isn't it easier when you just kind of use the sticky note and guide yourself over it? It's so much easier to see. All right, let's move over to the last couple of them. Stem and leaf. Remember we said we need to, first thing to look at is the key. And it says the stem and leaf plot shows Ryan's math scores so far for the year. What is the sum of Ryan's greatest math score and the least math score? Okay, so now I have to see, this is the stem, which is 9. The leaf, which is 1. And it says that 9 1 is a whole number of 91. So I have to look at the sum. The largest number he has is, or the largest grade he has is a 97. And I'm going to add that to his lowest score, which is a 79. 9 plus 7 equals 16. 16 17. So the score combined is 176. And the last one over here, the stem and leaf plot shows the number of laps around a track that several teams walked as part of the fundraiser for the library. The teams that walked more than 50 laps raised an extra $100 for the library. The ones that walked more than 50, so it's not going to be 50, it's going to be more than 50. Which fraction of the teams raised the extra money? So look at this one here. The 3 is your stem, just here, and the 0, even though it's not written on there, you know that it's just going to tell you what the number means. So it's going to be 30. So what is the fraction of the money that was raised? So here I'm going to be adding it up. Okay, so what fraction of the teams raised the extra money? So I'm needing to add here, because again, I have the number of laps around a track that several teams walked. So one team walked 31, the other one 32. But I have to show where is more than the 50. So the first thing I need to get is my denominator. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 12 teams. So out of those, how many earned extra, walked more than 50 laps? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 twelfths walked extra. Do I have 4 twelfths here? No, that's 5 twelfths. That doesn't work. But I don't see it over here. So that means that I can simplify. So I can take half of 4, which is 2. Half of 12 is 6. Do I see a 2 6 over here? Nope. So I can keep going. Half of 2, because they're even numbers, and even numbers, you can always split those in half and share that. Half of 2 is 1. Half of 6 equals 3. So then the answer is 1/3. All right, that is it for this evening. See you tomorrow. Don't forget that you do have your unit test on coordinate planes tomorrow. And then on Thursday, you have the test on your data analysis. See you later. Bye.